Hey everybody, it's Jeff with ID10T Garage, and we're back working on the 53 F250 for the Hot Rod Power Tour. In this episode, we're going to go ahead and get some primer on the new metal that we've been working on, of course on the rear roll pan as well, and then we're going to start working on the tailgate and adding a little wing to it. So this rat rod is going to get some flair to it, I guess you would say. So let's get to it.
In my veins, I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stop.
Alright guys, I'm back out here and about to get to work on this rear part of the truck. Basically I just need to sand this down and coat it. I also got to attach some license plate lights, so nothing major, but stuff's got to be done. Let's get to it. Alright, so I got 2 coats of epoxy followed by 2 coats of red oxide primer. Obviously I didn't do the corner over there, but I did get this cab corner. The hope is that once this dries, it'll be quite similar to the red that's on the truck. Maybe I'll have to give it a scuff coat or something to kind of dull it back down, but we'll see. Hey, I'm back out here getting back to work on the truck. As you can see, I already took my little hood scoop off, so I'm going to sand it down and paint it. And I also went ahead and installed some lights for the actual license plate. Now I gotta wait for it to dark to make sure that they are actually going to be bright enough. So kind of have to wait on that, and then I'm going to go sand that cab corner down. So work. Alright, I've got some primer on that. It looks okay, nothing special. Of course it's windy out, so it's got dust blown into it, so yay to that. I worked the bond over here, but because this cab corner is going to be replaced eventually, I'm not going to spend too much time getting this perfect. It's got some low spots and it's just whatever, but I'm going to go ahead and put some primer on it and leave it be. Yet again, I got to replace that whole cab corner below. It's rotted, and I didn't really realize it until after I welded that piece in, so no sense in spending too much time there, but all right. All right, here we go again, guys. I'm out here. I think I'm about to start working on that front valance. Mine's rusty and crusty, and I've got a brand new one minus the frame extensions areas. So we'll put these lights in this thing and then start disassembling. So let's go. Well, I lied to you guys. We're not working on the front end because those bolts are so rusted in that basically it's going to rip the sheet metal off of the fenders. So I'm going to have to do a lot more work, and I need to drive the truck tomorrow because I'm taking to get to the glass shop to get a new windshield and rear glass put in. So I think what I'm going to do is work on my tailgate. Now this is going to be weird. I'm going to get a little crazy. But what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to flip this camera around. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this whole line all the way across. And I'm going to bend this back like a wing. So I'm probably going to try to match it up to a similar angle to this. And I actually have to make a couple alterations here because I've got these tolerances a little off. So it's actually hitting this back piece on this side. So I'm gonna go find a 2x4. I'm probably gonna bolt it actually onto here and use it as a mechanism to, well, we'll see. I might just clamp it on and see if I can use that to bend it. So, all right. Okay, I've got a plan. So I got a couple bolts, drills, my angle grinder, and a couple 2x4s. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill holes to sandwich these two pieces of 2x4 together. And then I'm going to take this top piece and I'm going to drill that hole through the actual tailgate. And then that's what's going to connect these two on either side. And then I'm going to cut my line across here. And once these are bolted together, I'm going to drill a couple more holes and use these for my leverage, which these are from my my metal brake I have in my garage. So wish me luck, folks, because it's about to get crazy. Alright, now that I got this somewhat where I want it, there's some weak spots because I should have welded these before I even started doing this, but I'm going to come across and kind of get these welded a little flatter and then see where I am. And then I'm probably going to go ahead and get some sheet metal and at least get a couple straps across here just to make sure this doesn't go anywhere. So, yep. Alright guys, I got a couple more welding pieces in. So I got these structurally to kind of make it a little bit more sturdy so it won't bend anymore. I'll eventually fill the whole thing, but just trying to get it where I want right now. Put a couple more welds here to make sure this is kind of flushed in a little bit and doesn't flex too much. And what I'm about to do is try to build some end caps. Not necessarily end caps, just I'm going to build a structure to get the curves to match up. So that's next. Another little update. So I got my little end caps on. They're a little wonky, especially the left one. It's not as straight as the other one, but yet again, it's a rat rod that's beat up, so it doesn't really matter. But what I'm about to do is start cutting up some of this old sheet metal from the tailgate and start filling in these gaps. So, and that's what's great about having the metal from where I started building this thing is, well, at least I can, you know, kind of blend it in a little bit. Alright guys, it's about time for me to take a break. So, just a little disclaimer. This is a rat rod. Alright, I really don't give a shit about this tailgate because as you can see, it's ratty, rusty, the metal is kind of shit. So I'm not prepping my metal before I weld it, I am just welding it. This thing is probably just going to be a tailgate that I've tinkered around with and just kind of doing stuff just because I can. So this isn't permanent. No, I do not recommend if you're working on a car to not prep your metal before you weld, but I just don't give a fuck. This is my rat rod. There's no point in prepping this metal for a thing that's already crusty as shit. So it's just put some structural metal on it, get some welds, burn through the paint, and deal with it. Because I'll probably have a different tailgate down the road for this when I decide to, you know, make it a little nicer. But in the meantime, progress is being made. Later. Alright, got some food and caffeine in me, so we're about to get back to work. So a lot more grinding and welding and other shit to figure out. So later. Would you look here, we got a nice amount of weld and stuff done, and I ran out of welding gas again, as always. Granted, I've been doing a whole fucking lot of welding, but that doesn't make me any more less pissed off that I gotta go spend more money and get welding gas. And it's Sunday, so it's probably not gonna happen, and I gotta take the truck to get the glass installed tomorrow, so fun times.
Emotional, damn it!
Hey, thanks everybody for tuning in to this week's episode. We got primer on the truck, so it's starting to look like a whole truck now, and not just a multicolored, ratted out, complete mess. We also got a lot of work done on the tailgate and got most of the wing done before I ran out of gas for my welder yet again. It just seems to happen all the time while I'm in the middle of a project, so I need to go back to the store and get some more. But we'll continue on that next week. Hopefully I'll get some work done on the front end of the truck too. We're coming down to crunch time. I think there's only like 50 some odd days left until the power tour in June, so just got a lot of stuff to sort out. Anyways, as always, like, subscribe, comment, and let me know what you want to see. So, catch you next week.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off.